Season 3 is where to be. There are 4 weeks remaining.
All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh, okay, we're taking on Nanterre. I hope I said that right. But, it's led by Benoit Lambert, a projected second rounder. He's a stretch big who can knock it down from outside.
I feel you. All right, well, obviously you're looking to win this game, but as someone with an eye on the NBA draft, how does that affect your approach?
My approach never changes. I compete as hard as I can and I play to win. But when you go up against another draft prospect, you have an opportunity. You know, you gotta give the scouts a one-to-one comparison. So, if I'm outplaying this guy on the same court, in the same game, and he's projected to go second round, what does that make me?
Makes sense. How has practice been so far?
Tough. These guys really get after it in scrimmages, but it's gonna make me a complete player. Someone any NBA team could use.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think we got what we need.
Nice. Look, I'm not gonna complain on tape, but bro, these practices are killing me. Oh, God, these Euro dudes, I don't get it. They love to hack, and somehow the conditioning programs are even crazier.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you do look a little rough. You feeling all right?
I'm a little beat up, to be honest with you, and I'm extremely sore, but I gotta find a way to push through it.
Yes, sir. It's just an adjustment. You be all right.
Yeah, just, you know, this kind of stuff, just make sure we keep it off of socials, all right?
No, of course, man. We in this together. We only gonna show the world what you want them to see.
Yeah, that's good.
What's up?
Xander, I need help up. I got you. Yep.
Oh! Yes, sir.
Gosh.
And a twilight view of the skyline of Paris, casting its reflection on the River Seine. Welcome everyone to 2K's coverage of the FBSL. For 2K Sports, I'm Blake Suniga with Brian Vanafitemi and Tim Swartz. We have a fun one for you tonight. It's Paris FC Basket hosting Nanterre Elite. Some great young talent on these teams.
And the name to watch tonight for Nanterre is Benoit Lambert. He's long been regarded as one of the up-and-coming French talents, and he'll look to leave his mark here tonight.
But Paris has their own prospect making his debut. MP comes in from the U.S., and we'll get to see him in action.
And a bit of a strange path for MP to come over to France, but he'll have plenty of chances to show what he can do, as Nanterre is a sound basketball team.
A lot of great talents on the floor in this one. But the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Now here's Dumal. Chauvet covering. Here's MP. Baked in off the glass.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Now here's MP. Off the mark there with the three. The three is up. And Chauvet missing. Now here's Ahern. Defense right on him. MP outside. The tray. They get the rebound. Zadirko, good.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Now here's Marks. Just 5 on the clock. Solid defense from Ahern. Now Paris FC basket with it. MP outside. Back to Zadirko. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, it's just about 250 pounds. Zadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Pass to Marks. To the middle. Good, and Marchand gets the assist.
He will make you throw your hands up as a defender. You just don't know how to play him.
And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm really interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
Shots good by Peltier.
There's Frankie Peltier helping the team stretch out that defense.
To the inside. MP. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Hard to get that shot off with the size difference there. That makes them a really tough individual matchup, especially in the post.
That's a big challenge he's taking on, going in there with the big boys. Great job.
Hey, he's at the big boys table now. Oh, man. That's one he'd like to have over.
First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. Zadirko, good.
Well, something that's interesting, you kind of think about it, the fitness level of these players, the professional level, it's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Lou misses. It's Harris leading. Here's MP for 3. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
As MP continues to develop, he just becomes more consistent from deep.
And they're having trouble stopping this run.
And you know, the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You know, Blake, it's hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
I don't think there's any wrong answer to that question. Sensational alley-oop.
Way to avoid the question.
Yeah, come on, Blake. Stop avoiding the question, all right? But hey, you wouldn't know there's a team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
From the wing, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so the first quarter in the books. Paris FC basket ahead, up 9. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And welcome back as we get set to start the second quarter here in Paris. Here's Marks.
And the coach team, Blaine Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Inside. Here's Vasseur. And the dunk by Vasseur.
Well, he's not your classic power forward type in terms of size, but he has that tremendous athleticism.
Down low. Here's Blanchet. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first free throw attempts of the game. No good on the free throw. And Nanterre making a change here. He hits a second from the line. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Vasseur. MP. Fires for 3. Makes the bucket. He's now got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way and let him take over.
Here's Lambert. And it's blocked by Leduc. Pass to MP. Vasseur. 5 on the clock. Here's MP for 3. And it's Nanterre with the rebound. Here's Bleu. Rejected by MP.
You talk about pride. MP was not letting him in the lane.
First free throw is good. Conclude the first half. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 13. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. Shot clock at 5. Let's go with a 3. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. One thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
And it's Marchand getting it to go.
For Marchand, these high percentage looks are so valuable. He can confidently convert on them.
Now here's MP. He's got 18. Pass to Ahern. Back to MP. Lets it fly. Marchand with the rebound. And Nanterre Elite with possession. They trail by 14. Screen by Lambert. Marks for 3.
Their rebounding has been a big key to their success in this game.
There really has been a completely one-sided battle on the boards.
And here's MP from the arc. That's in, and he's 7 of 12 now for the game.
As some players, you can get that shot. He's not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Peltier outside. Marks. The basket good off the assist from Peltier.
Mark says, hey, I can do it too. How about that three of his own?
Here's MP. Oh, and a slam by MP.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Yeah, they're not going to stop him.
And he goes with the one-hand tomahawk slam. A nice choice and one that I always love to break out when I had the opportunity.
And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Now here's Marks.
5 points in the game. Tries it from 16.
Offensive rebound.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in.
MP, no good. And Nanterre Elite with possession. Marks with the ball. Elich picks him up. Elich the block.
That's rim protection at its finest. Elich refusing to give up the easy basket.
You know, he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He needs to keep on working for those good looks.
Now here's Peltier.
Softly drops in the floater.
Look at the soft touch, just a gentle little teardrop.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
What intensity from MP in the paint, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
Now here's Peltier.
7 points in the game. And good that time.
We're seeing a big night from Lambert. With every bucket, that draft stock goes up. The combination of size and shooting is tantalizing.
Here's MP.
He's got 27.
Pass to Elich. MP outside.
For 3, sinks the triple.
Love how confident MP is rising up from there, knowing he can do what he said.
To the paint.
Here's Lambert. And the jam by Lambert.
And here at at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Paris FC basket ahead, leading by 17. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are all set as we get this fourth quarter going. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. Pass to Bleu. This one for three. Hits it from three-point range.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And here's MP. Outside Dumont. MP. Down low. Zadirko. And Dave Zadirko throws it down.
Nice patience from MP there. Let the pick and roll develop and found a teammate.
And there with the ball. They trail by 14.
Well, he, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace.
Monsieur with the screen. Takes it out to Portier. MG inside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Monsieur. That's his third foul of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Marshall outside. Outside Marks. A rebound by Monsieur.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Working around, getting easier shots.
Pass to Portier. MP. The three. The shot, no good. It's Marks on the wing. Covered by Portier. To the inside. Shot's good by Peltier.
That's a nice job getting it done inside by Peltier. You know, I'd like to see a little more of that from him.
Here's Paris. MP on the wing. Marks defending. MP left side. 5 to shoot. Puts up a three. And Lambert pulls it down. Peltier outside. Offline with the three.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you. I like how MP is right there to ensure they capitalize on the fast break. This guy, he doesn't waste opportunities.
To the middle. Lambert. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Oh, Maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes.
Timeout called Paris. Played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Here's MP. And it's Nanterre with the rebound. Marks for three. That one is off.
Switching baskets must have really thrown him off because he can't get anything to fall this half.
MP inside. He's guarded by Peltier. Back to MP.
Just 4 to shoot. And another miss by Paris. Dumont with the steal. And now Paris on the break. MP inside. Lambert's there. Zadirko can't hit.
Their comeback hopes are out the window. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, out the window, and the window has been closed. It's a done deal at this point.
Let's get home.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
MP outside. Pass to Zadirko. It's stolen by Marks. That'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team, they'd be young, but I think they've turned some ahead to how far along they are in their development.
A lot to like here from Paris. You know, the debut of MP gives their fan base hope for the season.
I'll be interested in how he develops over the year, because he can clearly be an impact player for Paris, and they could be a dangerous team as the season goes on.
And that about does it, folks. For Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Suniga saying thanks for watching.
MP, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing against professionals now. They're physical and they know how to use that strength. They're smart as well. They just process the game much quicker. But that's what I wanted. I'm here to become the best player I can be, and to do that, you have to go up against the best comp. You can't find this anywhere else.
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning. I've made no secret that I want to play in the NBA, so I know that Benoit is a big-time prospect here, but I'm here to work on my game, become the best player I can be, and help my team get wins.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
Pete, I want to put a little something in your ear, okay?
Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
All right, now I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with the press that much.
What you mean?
Same goes for your social videos.
Wait, I'm just being honest out there. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with the management. You even said that it was okay in the contract negotiations.
No, look, I'm not worried about management. I'm worried about your teammates. They might not like a constant reminder that you see them as a stepping stone.
But that's not true.
I know. But you've got a lot to gain if this team is successful. Paris doesn't have an automatic berth to the EBA championships, but playing well in that tournament would be huge for your draft stock.
No, yeah, you're right. I hear you, Austin, 100%.
Okay, good. Look, but other than that, you're doing an outstanding job, okay? You came here to outplay top prospects, and you're doing it. Nice work.
I appreciate that, Austin.
All right. Talk soon.
Yep.